Reno, Nevada. 24-hour casinos, free-flowing liquor, even legalized prostitution. A modern-day Sin City. It's also a new front line for straight edge. Tony Battle, a tattoo artist and singer, helps keep guard.
I do pretty much every straight edge tattoo in this town. But I just won't tattoo straight edge on anyone. If I don't know them, I've never seen them before, then I usually say no. I don't want to give them a tattoo that they'll eventually end up just mean nothing to them. Scar their body with something they're not going to live for.
Tattoos have been a mark of rebellion and initiation across history and cultures. The same is true for straight edge. Bryant, Tony's 19-year-old co-band member, is getting his latest mark of straight edge commitment. Like many, he found straight edge at Reed High School. And like others, his parents didn't care for it.
I found out about straight edge actually right before my freshman year at Reed. And then when I started going to Reed, I met more people that were also straight edge. When I turned 18, got tattooed, and my mom kicked me out.
Bryant joined and moved in with Tony's band, AFB, Armed for Battle. They're as tight as a group gets.
Well, we live together, we eat together, we tour together, we hang out together every day. We're probably closer than other families.
But it is precisely this brand of brotherhood, along with the music, the ink, and the outsider stance, that makes the Reno community look at straight edge as its fastest growing gang.
Give it a nice tape job.
Especially the city police.
Police have suspicion to, like, pull you over for anything, they will. And if they find out or even think that you're straight edge, they'll put you on gang file.
I had a straight edge sticker on my truck, and they put me on gang file just because I had a sticker on my truck.
While police and maybe other people as well are trying to waste their time on us, there's other types of crime being committed, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, and everything, but somehow we're the bad guys. What about the drunk driver out there, you know? That's not being pulled over by any police officers. What about those guys?
Yeah, this is a belief in a lifestyle. It's not a gang whatsoever. I don't even know why they consider us a gang.
That's a question they may not get to answer for themselves. The Reno Gang Unit deals with many of the nation's worst gangs. MS-13, the Crips, Aryan Brotherhood. America has more than 21,000 gangs.
We had Joker from MS was in there.
But should straight edge be one of them? And if so, what are they capable of? It's a question they are still trying to figure out.
This is just all the, stuff that we've accumulated over the years of dealing with gang members. Axes. The brass knuckles are really the big thing with straight edge to use in their fights.
They started out with just, simple adolescent fights, meeting in a park and, just fighting. Where we actually started to get concerned is when they started doing the 6-on-1, where they would 6 straight edge guys and they would ambush a kid.
Then, in 2005, an incident occurred that scared the police into paying attention. In a parking lot monitored by security cameras, a particularly gang-like fight broke out between a group of straight-edge kids and some high school kids.
They showed up at a local casino and beat a kid down and used a shovel on him when he was down on the ground. That goes to malice. That shows that you are intending to inflict more than just pain. You are going to inflict harm, and serious harm.
That was enough to put straight edge on the unit's criminal watch list. And since then, they have logged dozens of incidents.
We didn't want to say that everybody who is claiming straight edge or has the straight edge beliefs are a threat to our community here. The majority of people aren't. There are a small percentage of people who are spinning out of control.
I will not leave the county without first obtaining prior permission from my probation officer.
16-year-old Zeke is now in the system, one of dozens of kids whose affiliation with straight edge helped land them in the Reno criminal gang file.
This one's kind of funny. Drugs, alcohol, and other harmful substances I will not use, purchase, possess.
Zeke got probation for writing graffiti and for violating his town's 10 p.m. curfew for minors. Because of a straight edge tattoo on his ankle, his misdemeanors were elevated.
It must have been a month after he got his curfew ticket, I got a notice in the mail that says, your son is now in a gang file. And I was like, wow, what does that mean? It bothers me that he would be in a gang file because he's not a gangster.
I think they got it completely mixed up. It's just a bunch of guys and kids making their point that they cannot do drugs, not drink alcohol, not smoke, and be completely fine and have tons of fun.
For now, Zeke has to visit his probation officer every 2 weeks.
I hate to go up there, all the way up there and go through the metal detectors, and then every step he takes now, somebody will be looking for him to be doing something, or if he's out and about having fun with his friends, I mean, are they gonna look at him firsthand and say, there's a straight edge kid, he's up to no good?
Saturday night, Reno. At the house shared by AFB, kids are gathering to hang out. Zeke is among them, and talk turns to their gang status.
Did you read that newspaper article? They're like white suburban terrorists.
We definitely don't have any gang meetings or like...
We're the most unorganized people you'll ever meet. Frats right up the street, they're all organized. They have meetings, they all do stuff as a group. I'm pretty sure if one fights, they all fight, you know? That's organized stuff.
Zeke is still on the edge of this group, but he understands the commitment, and that this group must look after and defend itself against mounting opposition.
No one, straight edge or not, I can guarantee you don't want to see your friend in the ground. You don't want to see your friend get beat up. You know, our reputation just keeps growing because if someone messes with one of them, you mess with all of them.
It's very important. Like, if you fall back, you're gonna have those kids that catch you. They're gonna be there to support you.
Tonight, like lots of kids around the country, they're passing the time cruising their town's streets. Nevada has ranked the nation's most dangerous state in America 4 years running, much of it related to drugs and alcohol. It's a fact that straight-edge kids see as typical of what they're up against.
Reno is known for
gambling.
Dead.
Second highest suicide rate.
A lot of drugs are done in the city.
There's a lot of methamphetamine in the making. Every, like, bad drug that you can think of is there.
Reno's gang unit patrols are well aware of this. Officers Pat Blass and Mike Salerno cruise the same streets.
It's a crossroads town.
But now, they also have to keep an eye on anyone who claims straight edge. It's validated as a gang, and often seems to act like one.
At straight edge, although it is a great concept and it's a great movement and the ideals are good, you do have fanatics that take it too far. They engage in criminal activity like any other gang would, but they feel that they're righteous, and that's where it becomes convoluted.
The cops accuse us of being violent people, but it's like our reputation grows out of defense for each other. It didn't start out like that. If someone's messing with one of our friends, you know, we don't want that to happen. Just like we're there for each other no matter what.
You have to defend yourself. Like, there's only so much one person can take, and sooner or later you end up defending yourself.
In Reno, as cops and straight-edge kids circle each other, the question remains: how far will straight edge go in defense of its principles? Next, where will straight edge go from here?